Alright, so I'm currently editing this video out. It's a recording I made earlier on from my test ride on the Zero SRF on the electric motorcycle. These recordings are from that test ride. You can see the salesman in front of his shop. It's Go for Electric in Belgium. You might also be able to see my GS in the background. I still have it, but I don't use it a lot anymore since I have the Zero. The one displayed here is, it's not the one that I eventually bought, but it's an identical one. It's a red premium. The premium is just that you have two chargers from each 3 kilowatts, so you have 6 kilowatt in total. And you have some other smaller options like heated grips, I think it was, and a fly screen, those kind of small upgrades versus the standard version that has a few options less. In this video, this original video I posted on my channel back then in Dutch. I also referenced the a Honda model, a CBF that was just released because it looked very similar to this one. Obviously the Honda is not an electric motorcycle, but just the design seemed, it's a retro design. It had some things in common with the design of the SRF. With this 6 kilowatt you can charge the bike in 2 hours from 0 to, I think it's 95%. In reality you'll almost never ride it up to 0%, so in reality you'll always have to charge less. You can still add another 6 kilowatt charger instead of the charge compartment, the fuel tank compartment, and then you can charge it up in an hour. From 0 to, I think it's 95 that I use, 95%. This was, as I explained, my first ride on this bike, on this motorcycle. This was, I believe it was in May 2019, and in June 2019 I placed an order. I loved how it went. It was, for me personally, it was very easy to ride, and at that time I did like 30,000 kilometers a year, so I really needed a bike that's comfortable on the road and easy to ride, and my GS was all of that. But with this one I had way smoother power delivery, and also no more need to shift gears. With my GS I have a quick shift assist Pro, I think the full option is named, but with that you still have to shift. It's just a quick shifter. It helps with the clutch, but you still have to do the shifting itself. I'll look up my original recording so that I can put some video in here with the actual sound of riding it. It was only a small test ride. I had an industrial environment where I could do some blocks just for test riding. Zero itself, it was not released yet at that time, so it was a demo model that was going from dealer to dealer to make people, to let the people have their first electric rides. Zero at that time already had the other Zero models that I did test ride before, so they had my information and they contacted me when this one was available at the dealer for test riding. There were only like 2 other people interested, well, visiting that day, the demo day, at the time that I was there, so there was plenty of time to do some test riding. One of them was an engineer, which I think, well, I think he didn't even really have a license and was just there to check the electronics and the engineering. A very, very nice design, and it's full of like, another one is that they put the chargers on top, because they used to be at the bottom, but then they had some issues with rain destroying the chargers. These kind of small iterations make this, I think, a great model for riding. It's not free of issues. There are still issues, which I'll obviously mention in other videos to come.